All right, you guys, what is going on hypothetically, or a scenario that I'm trying to see what you guys think, right? Is basically, so my dad worked 30 years for the Wage and Hour Division, Federal Bureau. And what does that mean, guys? So if Egyptian slaves are real, if slave trade was real, if it's true that the slave boats existed and people had torturous shipwrecks and stuff like that, guys, then the Wage and Hour Division means is like basically we're trying to alleviate that situation in humanity, because now it's supposed to be the future, 2025. Guys, thank God we made it, I guess. We're alive. That's supposed to be the number one scenario that they're trying to take from you. They're trying to make you think that everything is bad, you know? So you have to look at reality for what it is and not worse than it is. So I think that with those 30 years that my dad put in, I think that everybody just kind of waited. Well, not everybody, but many different people took different approaches to that concept of dividing the wage from the hour and getting rid of slavery, right? Wage slaves and all that. So many people took different approaches. My dad, I think he did. I don't think he did. I think he did the same thing over and over again. Like, just he just basically stayed silent. Basically, possibly, right? So that's like the theory of a clear cylinder with the clear gel in it, and then a clear solid cylinder inside of it. So in that space in between, you put clear gel, and then you put four dots. You inject four dots, and then you spin that cylinder as time goes on, and it turns black. If so you can turn it back, and then all the colors will go back into their original position. But if you take that cylinder out when it's black or whatever, it's going to stay that way for a long time. Like, you can't get it back to original way it was. So what's happening right now, I think, hypothetically, is like it's the 30 years, and my dad was that clear cylinder. So when my dad retired, when I was like 14 or 13, 15, basically that cylinder kind of taken out, and it's like, or my dad was taken out, and then that cylinder started getting turned back, put it that way. Or there was two cylinders, and so one was my dad, one was this guy. So they took my dad out, and then that cylinder started turning back to turn everything back, to figure out how it was, if we did divide the wage from the hour, how we succeeded, and if we didn't succeed in that mission, to see where we went wrong. And we knew the price that we had to pay, because to get rid of slavery, to fight all this human trafficking and wage slaves and all this negativity that comes from that, or the bad effects of society, guys, this is a big project, and it makes sense. So that's a scenario that could be happening. Thank you.